Stonehenge. Stonehenge is one of the most remarkable achievements of prehistoric engineering. Built some 4,000 years ago, we have to ask the question, how did they manage to build it with the limited resources they had? It's generally accepted that the big sarsens, weighing about 25 tonnes, would have been hauled to the site and stood up in a fairly conventional manner. But what we don't know is how the lintels, weighing about 7.5 tonnes and shaped, were lifted from the ground up on top of the sarsens, and we don't know what the mysterious 2 rings of holes right around the outside of Stonehenge, we don't know what they were for. But if we realise the builders of Stonehenge were great workers in wood, they had built many dwellings and community places at Durrington walls, they would have looked for a wooden ramp to lift the lintels, and in so doing placed the feet of the ramp, something like this, on the locations of the Y and Z holes. So that as the ramps, some 3 or 4 of them, were used in turn, the locations of the feet of the ramps, which would have varied a bit in size, would form groups of 4 all the way around in plan. Y hole, Z hole. I've added W holes because these struts on the front of the wooden ramp would have had to have holes with bearing blocks, slabs of rock in the bottom, bluestone, rhyolite, maybe sarsen being the hard rock for these buildings. Arguments have been raised about the irregularity of the holes, saying that the surveyors got it wrong. The surveyors didn't get it wrong at all. The surveyors had done a great job in setting out Stonehenge so well. The holes were set out and dug by the contractors who were putting the lintels up. So all they had to do was dig the holes, each about the size of a bathtub, put the rock slabs in, put the ramp in position, and then, well experienced in timber work, they would have operated a simple winch if these people would stand up and do the job they're supposed to do, and raise the lintel slowly, carefully, safely, maybe half an hour from top to bottom, as against the 2 alternatives. One, earthen ramps. An earthen ramp is all right for a one-off job like a dolmen or a burial site, but not for repetitive jobs for the 30 lintels here at Stonehenge. The other possibility mentioned is timber grids or grillages. Criss-cross timbered, squared timbers, prodigious amounts of timber, right up to the tops of the sarsens, 4 metres or more. A grillage is all right for 1 metre or 2, after which it becomes very unstable, and there's no possibility that timber grillages were used for raising the lintels at Stonehenge. This system, simple and foolproof and reusable. Having got the lintel there, you can then move this barrel onto these horizontal members there or there, lift the lintel with this windlass over the top of the sarsen, lower it down, check the fit, and if it doesn't fit, and that would be the norm, lift it, take it back, move the barrel to there, put it on the 2 wooden rails and let it slide, held back with 1 rope, down at the bottom where the stonemasons could work on it. So in solving the problem of how the lintels were raised, we've solved the problem of why the Y holes and the Z holes form the patterns they do. They form patterns of 4. There are 15 patterns of 4 when you look at the plan, because it's possible, and they would have laid 2 of these from each ramp, 1 here and 1 adjoining in combination with the ramp on that side. So there we have it. We now have a better understanding of how the ancients undertook such a colossal task in the building of Stonehenge.